Scott, what a crazy game here at the Broadfield Stadium this evening. Ultimately, what's important is we collected another 3 points. Can I get your general assessment of the game first?
Yeah, obviously delighted with the result, and I thought it was a good performance. I felt that we could have committed a little bit more in terms of how we pressed, certainly in the first half. We wanted really high energy. We knew they were going to make passes at the back, and we wanted to really press them high up the pitch. And I felt that we were about an inch away from getting it right. And I said to the players on the training ground yesterday that there's going to be times when they get through us because they're a good side. Do not get disheartened by that. We have to be relentless with the way we pressed. And I felt we didn't fully commit to it. And I felt we didn't fully commit to our possession as much as I'd have liked. So we kind of put that right, or we spoke about that at half time. And I thought we were unbelievable in the second half. I thought we controlled the game. I thought we attacked them relentlessly all night, even in the first half forget the press and forget the possession. We just attacked, and that's what I wanted to do. We listened to their manager after the game when they played Wimbledon last week, and he mentioned about that they really struggled to defend in the box. So we used that as a tool for us to really attack them, and we certainly did that.
I think it speaks volumes about a performance when the away goalkeeper probably deserved man of the match tonight. I mean, without him, it could have been a cricket score. He made several really top quality saves. So in terms of the performance, because we know that's what you've been asking for a lot more recently is shots. That must be really pleasing.
Yeah, we created quite a lot tonight, didn't we? I think looking at the stats, I think we had 31 shots, 14 on target, and a lot of them come probably more so in the second half. But yeah, we could have scored a lot more for sure. There was a couple of really good chances, gilt-edged chances. The keeper's done brilliantly well for them on a number of occasions. But we can't be too greedy.
Yeah, fair enough. But from earlier on in the season, where we spoke a lot about how we would perhaps dominate a game and we weren't having these shots on target, it seems to have completely flipped now. Is that something that you've really been working on in the last few weeks especially?
Well, we've worked on it all season, if I'm honest with you. We've always wanted to create a lot of chances. We've got players in the building that are capable of scoring goals, and we've always wanted to do that, and we've always worked on that. We've changed our shape slightly. Now we've lost Liam Kelly. We've kind of gone with one pivot in there, which gives us more kind of bodies higher up the pitch, playing with two forwards almost. And it seems to have helped us in the last 3 games because we've probably had the highest XG in the last 3 games that we've had all season. So it's obviously worked. And Jay Williams has coped really well in there without Liam. So touch wood, it continues.
Yeah, Jay's obviously someone we have to talk about, captain of the side tonight. He's taken on a big role this season. Obviously, his first season back in the EFL, and he's taken to it brilliantly, isn't he? He's probably one of the sort of unsung heroes of this team. I think you'd probably agree.
He was playing for Banbury United last year, and for him to come to a League Two club and take on board the information that he's taken on and to perform in the way that he performs every week with an unbelievable attitude to win is fantastic. Credit to him. He's a real winner. He drives the lads through the game. He pulls them over the line nearly every week. And I think, obviously Dion coming out the team, we spoke about it as staff who we felt could be a good leader, a skipper on the pitch, and no one better than Jay.
Yeah, it's been incredible to see so many of the lads sort of progress this season. We have to talk about Crawley as well, 2 match-winning goals in the space of 2 games for him, and he's taken both brilliantly. Obviously, the one against Harrogate and then one again today. He's proven to be, just getting better every game, isn't he? Yeah,
it was a great goal, wasn't it? Harry Forster played the ball kind of not down the side, but almost like infield, and Lolas is, taking the ball perfectly well. It's a great way to pass. We work on actions like that, and then the finish was brilliant. We're really pleased. And then, of course, it's always nice to score from a corner with the second one with Ade. Again, we work on getting kind of 3v2s in them wide areas. I know a lot of fans will probably moan because we don't stick it in the box. but we feel you've got to stick it in the box a hell of a lot of times before you get one chance to score. We think we've got a better opportunity from scoring if we was to play short like we did. And again, Ade took his goal great.
Yeah, first goal in professional football for Ade. He's a great example of one of the players who has, had to sort of wait his time, but it still shows that they're learning, and it's so important to have players in the team that can come on, late in the game and win you moments like that, isn't it?
Again, we was playing for Crawley Valley Paper Mills last year, and he come on trial end of last season, and I really liked him. There was something really raw about him, but a real innocent way that he's got, as a person, and he's a great lad. And he's learning his trade and he's doing it really well. In training, he's outstanding. He's got some unbelievable ability. And, when I throw him on, it's almost like anything can happen with Ade because he's got so much ability. And I'm really pleased for him. Yeah,
finally, from a club point of view, obviously, we know you've got a great relationship with the fans. I think you might have taken that to a whole new level this evening. You certainly got quite involved with the terrace. But in these last 10 games, we have to stick together, don't we? And it's going to be one big push, but it shows what they can do.
Yeah, for sure. I loved it. I really enjoyed that, and they're great. I wish I could get in there with them sometimes, and it's brilliant for them to see the team playing the way they're playing and to win a game against a really good side, especially to come from behind to win it as well. So, no, I'm really pleased.
Kellen Gordon, you mentioned him on Saturday against Harrogate. Played really well, especially second half. First half today, I thought he was incredible. How frustrating was it that just no one got on the end of those crosses? Because I lost count of how many crosses he got in.
Well, like I say, we wanted to pepper their box. We wanted to put plenty of balls in their box tonight. We normally play around the box more than we did tonight, but we felt that if we put more balls in the box, we'll create chances from that. But yeah, I agree with you. I thought he was outstanding in that first half for sure. I think he ran out of steam, so we brought him off when we felt the time was right, but I thought he was very, very good in that first half. And yet, frustrating to not get on the end of it. There's a couple that kind of ran out the back post, but we kept possession and tried to build the play from that left-hand side from it. So, no, I was really pleased with Kellen tonight.
Yeah, and again, the substitutes seem to have worked wonders. Jack Rolls, I thought, was excellent when he came on, and that just must be really pleasing for you to see those work when you make those changes.
I really enjoy watching Jack Rolls, Ade, Jeremy come on and did great, didn't he? Nick Cerullo come on and did great. I sit there and smile and it's almost like really, really pleasing to watch them play and how comfortable they are on the ball and how they enjoy playing, in the team, and it's great. And I thought all the subs, made a real difference, and now I congratulated every one of them because I thought that everybody performed really well tonight.
And it's now 9th, 2 points off the player, so we've got a couple of games in hand on AFC Wimbledon. I mean, it's not sort of a pipe dream anymore, is it? It's in your hands now.
Yeah, it always has been, and it's never been a pipe dream in my opinion. I think that, when we started working with the squad in the summer, I always felt that this squad could do special things, and I still do. And I've always believed in it. And now people are starting to probably sit up and take us serious now. So I'm really pleased. Of course, we've got a long way to go. And the next game is the most important one. Forget the other 9. The next game is the most important one, and we'll be focusing all our efforts on that.
Yeah, and very quickly, you mentioned Liam Kelly being out, Ben Gladwin's out, Dion Conroy out at the moment. How pleasing is it that you're picking up points with 3 of your arguably best and most experienced players?
Yeah, brilliant, because it just shows how strong the squad is, doesn't it? You always wonder, when you lose big players like Dion, Ben and Liam, how would the team cope? But the proof is there tonight. I thought Joey McKenna was class tonight. Come in and looked like he'd been there all season. Fantastic. And whilst we do miss them players, the players who have come in have been fantastic.
Brilliant. Thanks, Scott.
Thank you.
Are they long-term injuries, those chaps, Scott, are they? Ben's been out quite a while now, hasn't he?
Ben's going to be probably maybe 2 weeks.
Oh.
Dion's going to be probably 2 weeks, and Liam Kelly, unfortunately, be a little bit longer.
Yeah. Because in the running, you'll need them all. Actually.
Yeah, of course, yeah. We're going to need them, yeah. And and they're three
There'd be
big players
so
for
many
us.
games crowded into one.
Yeah, of course, we've got a lot of games. I think there's 7 games in March and 6 in April. So, moving forward there is. So yeah, a lot of games, but yeah, we're going to need them all.
Somebody like Ade might get more opportunities. I know that when he first was seen here, you were excited about him, and he's proving it now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's done well. He's done well all season. We've got a good squad, and there's been times when I don't think it's been suited for him to come on the pitch, and there's been times where I think this is perfect for Ade. Yeah. And tonight was one of them games. I felt there were spaces that opened up, and I thought that Kellen tired, and I felt that Ade could, cause a few problems down that right hand side, and of course, and scored an unbelievable goal.
Yeah, it was an unbelievable goal actually. He celebrated it quite a bit, didn't he?
Rightly so.
I thought he was going to run out the door.
Yeah.
All right, thanks. Anybody else?
Just a quick one, Scott. I think you're probably too modest to sort of take the credit for it, really. But at the start of the season, when you think back to what some people said, I mean, you didn't need any more motivation than that to say to your players, you just proved them wrong, and it just took the pressure off completely, and you've let them play with freedom, really, and you've used that as a motivational tool, really.
Thank you. I haven't really, because I'm not bothered what people say. I really don't care less what anybody from the outside says about my team and me. I am somebody who wants to win and do well anyway. I don't need motivation from anybody outside. I motivate myself. And my players, we motivate them. We don't need to speak about what outside people think that what their perception is of us. We're not interested. We just want to do what we do and go under the radar and keep doing it. And
you said the other week we've got no right to be there, and I wondered if that was a continuation of you just taking the pressure off them.
Yeah, no, I say to the players all the time, especially this part of the season, it's what we call the business end of the season, right? And it's whoever holds their nerve the best will more than likely get in the playoffs or more than likely get promoted. And you can see already this team's having a wobble. Yeah. Gillingham have been inconsistent, Wimbledon have been inconsistent, Barrow have been inconsistent. Harrogate was up there last month and then kind of dropped out of it. Morecambe have done okay, but then I think they lost again tonight. So, there's teams that have been inconsistent. There's a lot of teams that can get into that playoff place and no one's really taking charge of it. So I'm saying to our players, let's just quietly go about it and just keep winning as many games as we can win and see where it takes us. And, we're not expected to be there. So let's just get on with it and quietly go about it.
And you used the word brave, didn't you, after Harrogate?
I think the way we play, we have to be brave. We want to own the ball. We want to have possession. We've come across a real possession-based football team tonight who have got really good players, by the way, very, very good players. And twice we've dominated the ball against them now in home and away. I don't think any team's ever done that to Notts County. So I'm really proud of the players for that stat alone, Well done, Scott. Thank you.
Ade, thank you for joining us. First of all, what a win and what a moment for yourself. Your first goal in professional football. I can imagine you're over the moon right now.
Yeah, struggling to put it into words. So excited. It's been a long time coming. It's been a tough season for me personally with the injuries and stuff. But to get my first league goal in that manner as well, crucial 3 points. Yeah, buzzing. Yeah.
It feels like a long, long time ago where a lot of the people, I think, in this room actually were standing pitchside at Sutton in the Papa John's, the Bristol Street Motors Trophy game where you just made, obviously, your first appearance for the club. As you say, since then, it's obviously been tough. You've had a few injuries to deal with. You've had to wait your time, but it must make it all worth it now in this moment.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. From Sutton to now, it's been, as you said, it's been tough. In and out of the squad. So it's a relief for me personally to get that goal because I have been putting pressure on myself to kind of get my goal and for it to finally come now. So it feels great. Now proper excited. Honestly, best feeling. It's best feeling, yeah.
Yeah, and it must be great because obviously, as you say, you've had to wait your time. you've been thrown on in the last sort of minutes of the games, and you've been making a real impact. But sometimes it's not always necessarily chasing a win. It's almost defending the win that we've already taken. So it must be nice to be on the other side of that, chasing the win, and as you say, getting that winning goal. It must give you some real confidence.
Yeah, definitely. As you said, been coming on for small parts of the game towards the end, and Gaffer told me to obviously come on and make an impact, and I felt like I owed the team, the fans. So that's what I went on and did. It was tough, but I definitely enjoyed it. Helping my teammates out to get a win.
Yeah, not only your first goal in professional football, your first sort of season in professional football as a whole, as Scott mentioned in his interview. Firstly, sort of how have you found it, and how enjoyable has it been being part of a team that's been so successful, especially in recent weeks, and is doing so well?
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been a great experience, especially coming from non-league to obviously the professional game. I've had to pick up a lot of things, learn a lot of things on the way, but I've really enjoyed it. It's been definitely like a learning experience for me as a whole this season so far. And I just want to pick up more, keep on going, working hard in training, putting my head down, just doing what I need to do for the team. So
Yeah, you've had some great people to sort of learn off. Obviously, we've got some very senior figures in the group, even some of the younger lads who have gained so much experience in this season and seasons previous, obviously, the manager as well. So for you, it must have been the perfect environment to come in with your first season, and it shows, doesn't it? Because, as Scott said, there's a lot of credit that has to go to you from coming sort of from the level that you did to this and making the leap and, looking so natural out there.
Yeah, no, it's great. Obviously, I wasn't the only one that came from non-league. So it's like 5 of us, so I made it easier. We could all relate to the transition sort of thing. So it's been easier to kind of get through it. But it's been a kind of a smooth one. Obviously, as you said, like I feel like I'm comfortable out there. Like this is a level that I can play at week in, week out.
Yeah, and it's only up from here, isn't it? I suppose obviously scoring your first goal, you certainly would have impressed the gaffer tonight. So naturally, you're obviously going to get more and more minutes. I suppose it's almost too harsh on you that the team are doing so well because the gaffer's going to be reluctant to change anything. But from now on, it can only go up from here as well, can't it?
Yeah, no, definitely. Me and the gaffer have had conversations leading up to this week, just about my impact on the game. So we've spoken about that and taken that away and try to make a difference. So those words definitely did help. I can't wait to make more of an impact, hopefully start some games, and see it all the way through to the season.
Thank you.
Hi Ade, congrats on the goal. Just tell us, how good does that moment feel when you see the ball hit the back of the net so late on in the game to win such a crucial game? How does that feel as a player?
Honestly, I can't describe it. It's been so long since I've actually scored a goal, in the 11-side game. So to see it go in the corner of the goal is crazy because I've even gone to the away side to celebrate. I was that excited. I can't really describe it. It's just a crazy feeling.
And what was your instructions when you came on, other than obviously to score? What was the kind of instructions that the gaffer gave?
The gaffer told me to obviously get at the fullback, just running ragged because we could see from the side that they were tired. Obviously, when I came on, they had 10 men, I think. So that made it even easier for us. So just the power pressure on that side of the pitch was my instruction, and I felt like I did that.
Brilliant. And what's it been like to work under Scott Lindsey as a manager? Kind of how much has he helped you as a player to develop?
It's been great. It's been a great experience. He brought me in. He had a lot of faith and trust in me. So I owe him. I feel like I kind of owe him to bring that performance and play for him week in, week out, because he has a lot of trust in me. So I'm really appreciative of the opportunity he's given me because he didn't have to give it to me. So I'm really appreciative of that.
And obviously the playoffs are not too far away. Obviously it's a definitely realistic aim at this point. How exciting is that as a player to have that real motivation for these final games of the season? Yeah,
no, it's definitely exciting. As you can see, the league, it's kind of close. So to be fighting for something at this late stage of the season, in my first season as well, it's proper exciting. Everyone's up for it and all buzzing to obviously push for the playoffs.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Perfect.